I think there's a couple. I think the cyber world. You know, all the social media and the lack of people skills I've noticed in kids these days, and whether, you know, we were similar at the same age, you sort of forget pretty quickly. But you know, these days kids, that's how they communicate, is via text message, via Skyping and Facebook and all that. So and then, as I said before, that issue of bullying and you know, 24-hour pressure to be, you know, someone that they might not be. And the other thing I think at the moment is drugs in society. You know, some of the things I was hearing on the radio last week about local footy and country footy players, you know, partaking in activities before a game that just absolutely gobsmacked me. And for someone who loves footy and everything footy represents, I was shocked to hear that guys who are, you know, playing on a Saturday, what they're getting up to before a game, and you know, kids listening to that and hearing it's going down to 14, 15-year-old kids is pretty alarming. Yeah, I sort of look back and think my transition was relatively smooth. I think one of so, you know, something great about my coach at the time, Brett Ratton, was that he, you know, we had open conversations throughout the year, and I probably had a pretty good understanding of where I was going to be at, and slowly tried to sort of set myself for life after footy. And then I went over to South Australia, played SANFL footy for a couple of years, and I would, you know, highly recommend doing something like that for any player coming out of the AFL system, because you still get that camaraderie. You're still playing at a level that makes you want to train hard and prepare. And I sort of, in a way, feel like I had a 10-year career as opposed to an 8-year career, and then getting into normal work life, a little bit tough at the start, but you know, I've stayed in footy and been lucky to stay in footy. Worked for a couple of years at West Adelaide Footy Club, and now look after former players around their transition and their life after footy. So yeah, look, I think I've been very lucky. I've got, you know, pretty great family, good support. But in saying that, I remember when I was coming out, I said to a good mate of mine who was a landscape gardener that if I'm struggling in a few weeks, I'm just going to come and labour for you for a couple of weeks and get around the boys and get that sort of banter and all those things that I thought I might miss. But thankfully, I didn't have to pick up the shovel, and I've been okay, and yeah, certainly enjoying life after footy. Day in life, get up in the morning, every morning, walk the dogs. Got the 2 dogs. They demand the attention in the morning, so get them up the park, and if I'm feeling motivated, I'll chuck in 10 push-ups and a couple of chin-ups off the tree, but that doesn't always happen. A bit of breakfast and into work, and like I said, work at the AFLPA, looking after transitioning players, past players, something I'm super passionate about. Sort of hoping that players can be just as successful off-field as they were on-field, and so very lucky. 9 to 5 there, and then get home, still enjoying a bit of country footy with a heap of old mates at Dalston Footy Club down in Gippsland Way, and yeah, happily married for over the last 18 months, and yeah, just enjoying every day at the moment. Life's good.